Hello, human biology students online. Welcome to the fall semester. I hope you are ready to start our course. We officially opened our course on Tuesday of this week, our official start day for the semester. And I wanted to take a little time to show you where to navigate on our Blackboard course to find everything you need to get started. So first of all, we have the announcements page, and that's what's showing here in front of you on your screen. You'll see that we have the Welcome to Human Biology little intro. Then I have some information about printing off the notes packet at a local print shop. Digicopy is also another choice for printing off the notes packet. And also, if you're looking for a hard copy textbook, there's a loose leaf copy that you can order at the McGrill website, and it's only $25. There are no hard copy textbooks in the bookstore. We wanted to reduce the costs for students, so by doing that, we have just the loose leaf available online, and they'll deliver it right to your door, which is kind of nice. We also have a tech support website if you ever have trouble with anything on the McGraw-Hill Connect website. The number and the hours are there, and just feel free to use them because I can't help with any of those issues just because it's not within my area of expertise. So there's the number for that. So to get started, you want to go to our Syllabus tab first and foremost. So it says Syllabus and Schedule. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then you'll see there's a quiz for you to take. So this covers all the information from the syllabus. So to find our syllabus, we just need to scroll down here, and it's the third item here. It's the Fall 2018 WID syllabus. So if you click on that, it has all the information as far as guidelines for the class, and I'm not going to go through that with you because I know everybody can print it off or at least pull it up on their computers and read that. So go ahead and read that. And then here is a copy, a PDF file of all the notes you'll need for the semester. So this has all the PowerPoints that I'll be going over in the lecture videos, and you can follow along and take notes in that. Then below here is the calendar. So if you want to just pull up our class sometime and wonder what's due or where you're at for each week, all of that information is here. So it's nice and handy right here under the Syllabus tab. This has a little reference to our required textbook. It shows you the ISBN number and the cost. And it's a picture of me. I have shorter hair now, you'll see, but that's a picture of me when I was at work, and gives you a little background of what I've done in my past for work and teaching. So when you're done looking at the Syllabus tab, then everything you need, and then you've taken that syllabus quiz and scored 100%, then you go to the Assignments tab, and you'll see our first folder show up. Right now it's not showing because as an instructor I did not take the syllabus quiz, but I'll take my edit mode off and you'll see all the folders that are actually hidden in here. So once you take that syllabus quiz, here's all the folders with our information for the semester. So if I click on our first folder, the Chemistry of Life, Week 1, this will show up after you take the syllabus quiz. Notice I have due dates here. Lecture homework is always due on Monday by 10 p.m. Lecture quizzes are due on Wednesday by 10 p.m. And the labs are due Monday by 10 p.m. And if there's a lab quiz, which there are for most weeks, that's going to be due on Tuesday. So it's always the following week. So you have a full week to do lecture homework, lab activities, lecture quizzes, and lab quizzes. So there's plenty of time to complete the material. If you're someone who waits until the due date to open up the activities and get started, you're going to find yourself a little pressed for time. So I highly recommend that you open up these folders at the beginning of the week, work on them throughout the week, so then you can meet that deadline the following week. Some students sometimes forget that they're open for a full week. Sometimes, like I said, they get on the due date and then they feel pressed for time, but that's not the ideal way to approach the course. Always open it up well before the due date. So that'll appear here after you've got 100% on that syllabus quiz. So let's click in here. You'll see there's the lecture content. This is everything that's covered in your PowerPoint notes in that notes packet that you can take to Digicopy for full printing or to lacrosse print. So if I click on this, it has a video lecture. So if you copy and paste these YouTube videos into your window, your address window up on top, you can listen to me lecturing over those lecture PowerPoints, and then that will feed into the quiz and the homework you're going to take after watching those videos. So the lecture homework comes from your textbook, also from these PowerPoints, and then the lecture quiz reviews the major topics related to the homework and the PowerPoints. So it's really important you watch these videos if you feel like you're not understanding the material from the chapters. And if you're struggling with the homework and you feel like you have to look up every answer, then it probably means you need to double back, read the chapter a little more, watch my videos first. Sometimes people get a really good understanding just by watching the videos, by slowing it down, repeating maybe certain portions that you're struggling with. But it's a great way to learn the material. Don't just jump to the lecture homework and the lecture quiz and expect to look in the book or Google the answers, because it's going to take you a long time and you're not going to learn much in the course. So that's the lecture content. And then we go back to our folder. So we're back under the assignments tab. I'm in that week 1 chemistry of life. Now we go to the lab folder. So in the lab folder is just a little video introduction on the scientific method. There's a Kahoot that you can use to study for the lab quiz. It's just a fun little review game. Maybe some of you have played that before in other classes. And then there's an actual lab, and this is through our Connect website. So when you click on this, it takes you to our Connect website, and this is the access code that you bought down in the bookstore. This is the access you need to access the labs and the homework. So you'll just begin that assignment. It's on the scientific method, and then that score will go into the gradebook. And then when you're all finished, you can take the lab quiz, and that'll cover the concepts from the video introduction and the scientific method lab. The scientific method labs, or all the labs for this course, can be a little tricky. You have to really take your time, read the directions, go through it slowly. We're offering this class online, but it is a lab-based class, and sometimes students, struggle with the lab portion being online. But we have to have a lab for this class, so we found in our research that the McGraw-Hill Connect website had the best lab experience for students online. It was the most straightforward and the most realistic to a real lab. So it's not perfect, and I don't expect that everybody's going to love those labs, but it's our only option for offering this class online. So I'll just ask you to be as patient as you can and work through it the best you can. I've tried to reduce some of the detail in the labs because there's a lot of sections to the lab, so I've tried to keep it very applicable to our objectives for the course. And it's the best we have online right now, so there are really no other options unless you wanted to take it face to face and have the real lab experience, which is a lot better in my opinion. But this is pretty close, so I think it's a quality website, and again, it's not perfect, so I just ask you to do the best you can. All right, so then going back to our assignments tab, again, that's where you're going to find all of these online folders, but again, this one's not going to show up until you get 100% on that syllabus quiz. So if you have the access card and you haven't yet enrolled in the McGraw-Hill Connect website, you're going to go to the Tools menu. That's over here on the left. I'm going to put this back to student view. So you go to the Tools menu, and then you're going to go down to McGraw-Hill Higher Education. That's the publisher for our course. So we'll click on that. And then you have all these choices. You want to go to My Connect section. It's the first choice here on the left. You're going to say, go to My Connect section. And when you get here, well, I'm the instructor for the course, so it's going to take me right to the open course. But if you haven't registered with your access code, this is where you're going to enter that access code and get access to our course. So it's pretty straightforward, and you shouldn't have any trouble with that. So just follow the tools. Make sure you do it through Blackboard. Don't go directly to the Connect site, because then it's going to ask you for the code, and it's a little more steps to get enrolled in our class. If you go right through the Tools menu in Blackboard, that's the best way to do it. So every week, I'm going to go back and take this off. Every week, we're going to have lecture homework, a lecture quiz, lab homework, a lab quiz, and then a discussion board. So the discussion boards will cover some health topics related to the content in the lecture, and I've seen really, really neat results with that. Some of the work that past students like yourselves have done has been excellent, and I really enjoy reading the PowerPoints and the responses in the discussion board. So I look forward to more of that this semester, and I think you'll learn a lot in those discussion board activities. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to email me. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Don't let yourself feel overwhelmed and, kind of trying to play catch up too late in the semester. If you're struggling and you need some tips, talk to me before the midway point in the semester so we can make some adjustments and help you get through the class. So welcome, and I hope you have a great semester.